to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your MC Davo. With me today, we have Kells.
How you do that there?
We have Andy.
Hello, Ladle Brainers.
We have Twy.
What's up, Buttercup?
Really? Wow. Okay. And the Sensei Neil.
I am so gosh darn excited to be here.
Well, jumping G Willikers, let's get to it.
This is Dobie Gillis. What the
I'm kind of more of a Maynard G Krabs, I think.
Yeah.
So let's play some trivia. The way this works is each week we have a theme, and within that theme we've got 6 categories. Each category has 4 questions worth 10 points each. Did I say that right?
That's a lot of eaches.
I paused and just totally lost the thread.
That was a bushel of eaches.
Anyway, there's lots of questions and they're worth 10 points each. And then there's a final, which is worth up to 100 points. And today's quiz was provided to us by some person who calls herself Bettina.
Bettina!
Hey.
She's very excited because I did the math. I think this is coming out on the 27th of August, if I'm correct, which just happens to be Bettina's birthday. So everybody wish Bettina a happy 25th birthday.
Happy quarter century, Bettina.
Happy birthday.
I don't really understand how she has teenagers, but you know what?
There's some math you don't get into.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't even say
math,
that.
leave it alone.
She was very clear when she messaged me earlier that it was her 25th birthday. So, all right. So the theme that Bettina wrote is actually a sequel to one that she did a while ago called "What Were They Thinking?"
Oh,
So here's what she wrote about it. She said, "This is a sequel recognizing those mavericks, oddballs, and divergents that make you wonder what were they thinking. Dedicated to Neil." That's me. Whose pauses and reflections after certain answers I could only assume make him also wonder what were they thinking.
that's the subtitle of our show.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, so this is a good quiz because it starts with category 1, which is science.
Oh,
Of course it does.
Question 1: What element was discovered by Hennig Brand when he was experimenting on his urine to create gold? It received its name because it glowed in the dark.
I have
Those
so
are
many
dark.
questions.
so many.
And
How
this
much
is just
asparagus was
question
involved?
Locked in?
Experimenting on his urine.
his
make-
own urine.
His own
To
urine.
make gold. And
And it glows in the dark.
he wasn't concerned about the glowing in the dark aspect of it.
Well, no, he found that very interesting.
Yeah.
It's just interesting that alarming.
Was he thinking?
That's the difference between a normal person and a scientist.
I guess.
My piss is glowing. Isn't that exciting? Not panicking in the least.
Well,
Presuming that should have been the lead.
presumably the glowing part didn't happen until after some of the experiments. So you would have to isolate some of the elements.
Right.
All right, I'm
Was he trying to make the Powerpuff Girls?
Is that how they were founded?
Chemical X.
It was just a
That's
glow.
Chemical X. That professor is messed up.
Okay.
I have no
Glows in the
friggin'
dark.
clue. I'm dazzled by this question.
Like, this
Because all the ones I could think of don't make no sense.
I'm in the same boat. What's the dude's name? Kurt Hennig? I like how that snuck up on you.
This makes what? Okay. Oh, screw it. Okay, locked in.
Okay. I'm very curious to hear what Davo's answers are. But we'll start with Kel's.
Phosphorus.
Davo?
I said phosphorus.
Andy?
I don't know. I'm hoping you're generous, I guess. I said phosphate.
Twy.
Phosphorus.
Correct answer is phosphorus.
Is phosphate
Andy.
different?
Since you don't actually even really know what the periodic table looks like, I'll give you phosphate because I don't remember my high school chemistry. I believe phosphate is basically phosphorus with a couple of oxygens on it.
I
Okay.
think,
Is that right, Kels?
I think is it 4 oxygens or 3?
Something like
it's
that,
3 or
yeah.
4, something like that.
But you got the gist of it.
Thank
Yeah,
you. You're
it is-
generous. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I am pretty generous. You should keep that in mind.
I will, sir.
So, Devo, is that your gas or is that your radioactive one?
That was my guess. I had
You
radium.
you said there was a gas and a
Neon. I
I
don't know
thought
why.
neon first. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
I had neon and radium, and then I thought of the DC superhero Dr. Phosphorus, and he glows. So you got me there.
You got that from comics, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, phosphorus is radioactive.
Yeah, but not like radium radioactive.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No.
I'm talking capital R.
More like
radioactive,
Imagine
not-
Dragons radioactive.
Yeah. We can handle that.
Right.
It's enjoyable for children.
Question 2. In Greek, what is the translation for "I have found it"? Supposedly, Archimedes exclaimed it while running naked down the street after discovering the principle of water displacement while bathing.
Lies.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
Big old myth.
Deva,
Eureka.
Andy,
Eureka.
Twy,
Eureka.
and Kels.
He was not naked. He still had his socks on. Eureka.
So he was taking a bath with his socks on.
He didn't want to run out in the street with no shoes or socks on. So he
He had slides on.
socks.
He just
Oh.
threw his slides on and was booking down the street.
He couldn't find his Yeezys, so he just put on his socks.
Question 3. In an effort to reduce global warming, what fermented tea product have scientists added to cow feed in order to decrease their belching and flatulence, which helps reduce methane production?
Locked in.
Ferment.
Turning good American cows into hippie pinkos.
Locked in.
It was like a booby trap almost. I'm just thinking hard about this question. There's Dave all of a sudden.
Ready to strike.
Locked in.
Locked in?
We can start with Andy.
I think considering their future, I'd appreciate if they were getting Long Island iced teas. Why
Happy
not?
cows.
They should be happy,
Easier to tip when they're tipsy.
right? Right?
Twy,
Kombucha.
Kels,
Kombucha.
Deva.
Kombucha.
That makes more sense.
The correct answer is cowbucha.
Kombucha.
Kombucha for cows. Get it?
Have you
That's
have
what-
you seen
That's what
Oh,
she
go ahead.
wrote here. I didn't make that up.
Kombucha?
I don't
No, I'm
want
going with you. Made that up. You're
No,
no, that's
to. No,
on
if
you.
it had a better
That shape's
reaction,
on
I
you.
would have claimed it. But since it kind of bombed, it was all her. Question 4. In a 1992 clinical trial, a remarkable side effect came up when testing the heart medication sildenafil. This in turn changed the implications for prescribing this medicine. What is the brand name for sildenafil?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Sildenafil. Sildenafil. There's an easy mode if you need it.
I
He's
do.
mode in the question.
I am missing something, and I'm sorry. I'm missing.
Easy mode for half points if you want it.
I'll take it.
Okay. This is good.
Wait.
I'm lost in the question. I'm sorry. Help me out. Give me the
This-
space.
This is gonna make Kels laugh even harder. The easy mode is the side effect only came up in male subjects.
And we're in the 8th grade again.
Now I
Bettina, I love
understand.
See, this one I wish I could take credit for, but it was clearly her.
That is the greatest easy mode we have ever had on this show. I'm so glad I was lost in the question. If we hadn't had that easy mode, that would have been a crime.
All right. So I don't think I really need to ask, but we'll start with Twy anyway.
Viagra.
Kels,
Viagra.
David,
Viagra.
and Andy.
Viagra.
It is Viagra.
I thought the easy mode was going to be bow chicka wow wow.
So Andy, does it really work as well as they say?
I was so lost in that question. I was trying to there was the poorly named diet drug AIDS, and I was trying to think, was it that or no, it was earlier. I was just so going the wrong way with that.
Well, once you get over a
Back
certain
up.
age,
What did
sometimes
you
it
say?
takes a little time to get there.
Okay.
But, you know,
Just a little time.
Okay.
but once you get there, you're ready for that answer.
Well, at least
Honestly,
I've-
though,
I've grown past the premature lockage anyway.
that
Yep.
diet drug was only poorly named retroactively.
Right.
Yes.
It was
Well,
fine
just like
in
the
the
ISIS
70s.
software we had come up
Yeah,
with
that
trivia questions
computer
6 months ago
program.
too.
All right. At the end of category 1, Andy has 25. Everybody else has 40. Which brings us to category 2, food events.
Food
These
events.
are like festivals and food related questions. Question 1. What country holds La Tomatina, a festival where participants engage in an hour-long tomato throwing food fight annually?
Like that.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Deva?
I think that's Italy.
Andy?
Italy.
Twy?
Spain.
Kels?
Uh-oh.
I said Italy, but it's Spain.
It is Spain.
No! Fell for the trap.
Question 2. Despite the risk of fractures, concussions, and other severe injuries, hundreds of people still race down Cooper Hill, England annually after what elusive prize?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
I'm like,
Okay, we will start with Andy.
Wheel of cheese.
Twy,
Cheese wheel.
Kels,
the golden snitch.
and Deva.
It is a wheel of cheese.
It is a 8-pound block of double Gloucester cheese.
And they bite it pretty hard running down this hill, right?
They've like,
Yeah.
there's a documentary about this on Netflix, or at least there was.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
just
a
a
lot of
controlled
weight.
fall. It is because
Yeah.
the slope of the hill, and it's a bumpy, gnarly ass hill.
Yeah. I think
It's
I've seen
just-
clips.
Yeah, it's a controlled fall, and who can fall the fastest and get up the quickest. And oh crap, my shoulder's dislocated. Oh no.
I didn't see any cheese in the clips.
What's
Just saw those
I need-
people just running down the hill. It's stupid.
No, they're chasing that cheese. Got to get it.
Question 3. This has a foreign phrase in it, so I'm probably going to butcher it. Anyway, question 3. Held on Shrove Tuesday, Ice Joie Geisebai is a tradition in the city of Rapperswil in which council members toss sausages out of the window to waiting children. What country is this in?
Locked in.
And there's an easy mode if you need it.
Easy mode.
But Andy, can you imagine a world where once a
The
year,
greatest country in the world.
yeah, where they just toss sausages down to children waiting in the town square. Sounds like heaven to me.
Me too.
Sounds pretty wonderful. Oh man, I might be gaming the game here. I'll take Easy Boat as well.
Okay. Okay, so who's locked in then?
I'm like that.
Kels. Andy, did you lock in?
Oh, I locked in right away.
Okay. And so Twy
This
and Twy
This
and
is
Dave
on my
Easy Boat?
bucket list.
You're not a child, man.
I'm thinking about having the surgery
Whoa.
just to get the opportunity.
I don't.
You can take your grandkids
Oh, I could do that too, I suppose.
with a bucket.
Can you just imagine raining sausages?
So Twy, are you taking the easy mode as well?
Yes.
So the easy mode is this country's northern neighbor produces the most sausage in the world.
Ha ha! I should have gone with my instinct.
Got
Locked
this wrong.
in.
We will start with Twy.
I'm not locked in, man.
Oh, okay. You sounded
gotta
really
say the word.
confident after you said that. So.
Gotta say the words locked in, right? That's the way we do things.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Settle down there.
Oh.
I'm locked in.
Twy,
England?
what's England's northern neighbor?
The Atlantic.
Like, I guess technically Scotland would be.
Well, yeah.
Kels,
I said Germany.
Deva,
Austria.
Andy.
Switzerland.
The correct answer is Switzerland.
I should have done it because that's where her husband's from. Dang it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so, Andy, you're actually familiar with this tradition?
Vaguely familiar. It came up actually in a class a couple years ago as a joke. One of the students brought it to my attention, and we joked about it being the greatest country in the world after that.
You've been in love
So-
ever since.
So that German phrase, it translates to 1-2 goat leg.
You know
love it
what?
Even more.
If I'm a quarterback, instead of yelling Omaha,
Goat leg.
I'm going to yell 1-2 goat leg. That's just going to blow their minds.
That's fantastic.
And question 4, although Hawaiians love Spam and have hosted the Spam Jam Festival for 20 years, the beloved tin meat is actually consumed by people on what Pacific island at a much higher rate per capita? Like Hawaii, this territory was introduced to Spam by American soldiers in World War II.
Locked in.
Hmm.
Guessing it's not Crunchberry Island.
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right, I'm locked in.
We will start with Kels.
Guam.
Deva.
I said Samoa.
Andy.
I said Philippines, presuming, of course, that it was territory then in World War II.
And Twy.
Oh, yeah.
Guam.
So what if I had not taken out the U.S. in front of territory? Would that have changed anybody's answer?
Philippines was U.S. territory, so I'm still thinking lean Philippines.
Well, no. The correct answer is Guam.
Hey.
Guam.
Huh.
So apparently, the average Hawaiian eats 5 cans of Spam per year.
Whoa.
Guamanians average 16 cans per year.
Oh.
Hmm.
Did they have any data on their average lifespan?
I mean,
They're
I'm sure
well
there is
preserved
some.
regardless.
Well, because I'm thinking if they live to be an old age, I am changing my diet starting today.
Get
I
some
love
fried spam sandwich.
Oh, Spam's so good.
Mm-mm.
That jelly bit that's at the bottom.
Stop.
Are you
Yeah,
really
stop.
serious? Good Lord.
So good.
Life expectancy in Guam is 76.66 years.
That's good.
Mm.
That's solid. I could pack a lot of living into 76.
It's a third of a year more than the average age of Americans.
See?
There's the answer.
Hmm.
You can get 4 months extra life by eating 16 cans of Spam a year, apparently.
I am definitely clipping that sound bite and keeping that for later. Completely out of context. That'll come in handy. Oh, you think Neil's smart? Listen to this interview.
At the end of category 2, Andy has 45, Kels and Davo have 50, and Twy has 70.
Twy has been eating her Wheaties.
Or her spam.
I have never had spam.
Really?
No, it's
good
not
when
very
you're a kid.
appealing.
It's not bad.
I had a
actually.
tradition where I'd go camping. I'd always take a tin of spam.
Because there's no DoorDash in the woods, man.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do to live.
Right. Spam took the edge off of roughing it. There's still civilization out there, and they're making spam.
All right. Category 3 is TV show series finales.
Whoa. Specific.
So I'm going to describe the final episode of a TV show, and you tell me what show. Question 1. In the 1988 series finale, a child holds a snow globe with a model of the St. Eligius Hospital building inside it. The viewers are led to believe that the events of the show's 6-season run were a construct of his imagination.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh.
You could judge our ages by the quickness of the locking in.
Yup.
Starting with me, then Davo, then Kels, then Twy going, what?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest.
What?
Yeah.
Twy was the
So-
youngest.
I'm older than Kels.
You are?
Yeah.
I don't think
I thought you were younger than Kels.
See, Kels has an old man soul. And
He
Kels
does.
watched a lot of
Kills has watched a
TV
hell
at
of a lot
night.
more TV than
Yeah.
Twy has.
Lots of Nick at Night.
But I've never seen this show.
What?
I just know this ending.
I've
one of the
seen
It's been on
every
a list of,
episode
like-
at least twice.
Yeah, I remember.
What year did you
watching
say?
this. It was 88.
I'm going to punt.
Oh.
Give her an easy mode.
I was
No,
going to
she's
give her
winning. Never mind.
Yeah, you're right. What are we doing?
Yeah, she's ahead of us by a lot.
Neil's had this effect on everybody. Come on,
She's
help
making
her
you
out.
some
She's
re-
only winning by 40 points. Help her out.
She's beating you by 40 points.
All right. For 1 minute there, we were all together on this.
There was some unity on this show.
Slamming me.
You're tearing us apart.
Next week on VH1's Behind the Podcast.
Andy,
Oh, St. Elsewhere.
Twy.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Yeah.
Kels.
If you squint hard enough, you can see Denzel Washington in the snow globe. It's St. Elsewhere.
Devo.
And George Clooney.
No, not George Clooney. Ed
No.
Begley.
Oh, right.
Clearly
St.
ER.
Elsewhere.
Clooney was
And Howie Mandel.
Oh,
Mandel.
can't
That was the
forget
name I was trying to come up with.
Mark Harmon.
Oh, right.
Correct
Huh.
answer is St. Elsewhere.
I've never seen this show.
Question 2. In the 1990 finale, the title character leaves his adoptive family and is apprehended by the government officials. Not realizing that this was going to be the final episode, the show ends with the words "to be continued," leaving fans wondering if he would ever return to Melmac.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh, locked in.
I had an aunt that used to call me this.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in a bonus. The title character had an actual real name. 10 bonus points if you can tell me what his actual real name is.
No way.
Nope.
No idea.
Mm-mm.
Nobody? Okay. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Twy,
Alf.
Kels,
Alien life form Alf.
Devo,
Alf.
and Twy. Or Andy.
Alf.
Correct answer is Alf, aka Gordon Shumway.
Oh, I remember hearing that now.
That name is now familiar.
All right. Question 3. In an unbelievable twist, the 1979 finale shows the once struggling Midwest family blessed with, amongst other things, a better apartment, the son-in-law's contract with the Chicago Bears, and the publishing of the oldest son's comic book.
Locked in?
Locked in.
Locked in?
Locked in?
I feel like every one of you asked me if you were locked in that time.
I think so.
Locked in? Kels?
Hanging in the chow line. Good time.
Deva?
I also said good times.
Andy?
I was unaware of it, but from what you described, it almost has to be Good Times.
And why?
Good times.
It is Good Times.
What?
I tried to trick you. Bettina had left in the name of the oldest son's comic book, but I thought that was too easy because it was Dino Girl or something like that. Dino Woman.
It's a play on Dynamite.
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 Question 4. In the 1984 finale, a long-anticipated wedding finally takes place. The patriarch gives a heartwarming speech about his family, then breaking the fourth wall, he thanks the audience directly. Unfortunately, we never find out if Chuck ever left the bedroom.
Huh?
Mm.
The patriarch.
That means like the father figure, David.
I get it. I don't feel good about this at all.
Damn.
Long anticipated.
I have a parenthetical, but I'm locked in.
No, this doesn't make sense. What the hell is Chuck?
I don't see.
See, I thought that was the dead giveaway.
I think in 1984, I was more into Voltron than this
Yeah.
Punt. I'm turning off my brain.
I did that years ago.
I keep wanting someone to break out the East German Judge, and then I realize that we're done with that. I'll say the very underutilized East German Judge too.
It ended up having greater implications than I wanted it to. It started out fun, and then it was like, oh no.
This can be used against me. This is wrong, but I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Okie doke. We'll start with Andy.
I don't know if I'm having a memory fail here or a stroke. I have no idea what you're talking about with Chuck. Okay. I do remember watching the finale of Happy Days, and I'm pretty sure it was a wedding. And I remember Tom Bosley turning to the camera and saying, "Thank you all," and breaking the third wall. As a kid, that was a big deal. But I have no idea about this Chuck in the bedroom nonsense, so I might be dead wrong.
He broke the third wall. That's
he was like looking stage left. Why?
Three's Company.
Oh,
I said Dynasty.
Oh,
that would make more sense for
Dale.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Yeah.
So one of the famous things about this show is that in the first 1 and a bit seasons, there was a third oldest son named Chuck, who went off to college and then was never ever seen or talked about again. In fact, the parents talked about only having 2 kids.
Whoa.
And so they basically completely erased Chuck from Happy Days. If you go back and watch the first seasons of Happy Days, there's an older brother named Chuck. All right. At the end of category 3, we've got Kels and Dibba with 80, Andy 85, and Twine 90.
Whoa.
It's anybody's game. Category 4 is inventors.
Inventors. Good news, everyone.
Question 1. What did Richard Davis invent after being involved in a shootout with armed robbers during work? To promote his invention and his business, Second Chance, he would show the effectiveness of his product by testing it on himself. For 5 bonus points, what job was he working when he got the idea?
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in?
Like
Let's start with Twy.
A bulletproof vest, and he was a security guard?
Andy?
Bulletproof vest. He was a bank teller, but my parenthetical was umpire. This makes a little more sense.
I wish I could.
Deva?
Bulletproof vest, and I also said that he was a security guard.
And Kels?
Bulletproof vest, security guard.
So you all got the answer correct. He invented a bulletproof vest, specifically the Kevlar bulletproof vest. And when he got involved in the shootout with armed robbers, and I believe he shot and killed them both, he was delivering pizza.
Holy crap!
Wow.
He was also a former Marine.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Training.
Because I worked Domino's, and none of my homies at Domino's could do that.
30 minutes or less, and these are dead.
With extreme prejudice and pepperoni.
Where has this movie been my whole life?
No kidding.
The wrong pizza delivery guy.
You know, Jason Statham is going to be that guy. I'll be there in 30 minutes or less.
I have always loved this impression of yours. This does not come out often, but it's one of my favorites.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Most of your impressions are god awful, but this one,
It's enthusiasm.
I know.
It's the key.
I love them all.
And a lack of shame helps a lot too.
Exactly.
Question 2. Franz Reichelt invented a parachute suit in the hopes of saving pilots' lives. Despite testing the suit on mannequins and watching each smack into the ground, he still thought it would be a good idea if he tested it on himself. Shockingly, he died leaping off what famous landmark in 1912?
Oh.
So that was the funny part.
Thinking it would work on him.
I mean, smack is an onomatopoeia, so you really gotta pronounce it like it's meant.
Yeah, you got to say smack. You can't just say
So
smack.
could you read the question again, please?
You son of a bitch.
It's a simple request. We've all done it before.
I'm locked in.
I can't lock in unless I hear that question again.
Franz Reichelt invented a parachute suit in the hopes of saving pilots' lives. Despite testing the suit on mannequins and watching each smack into the ground, he still thought it would be a good idea if he tested it on himself. Shockingly, he died leaping off what famous landmark in 1912?
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm locked in. Thank you for rereading that.
More than welcome, Andy. I'm happy to oblige. Are we just trying to get a clean recording of it, or do you actually want to hear it again?
Yeah, I just need a clean recording of it. Just enjoy that question so much.
Just pure technical reasons for that.
Apparently, we need to get the word smack involved in the quiz more often.
Just more onomatopoeias.
Let's start with Andy.
I believe it's the Eiffel Tower.
Deva,
I also said the Eiffel Tower.
Kels,
I said the Eiffel Tower.
and Twy.
Eiffel Tower.
You are all correct. It is the Eiffel Tower. Question 3. What product invented by Al Fielding and Mark Chavan in 1957 was intended to be used decoratively as textured wallpaper? 2 years later, IBM used the product for shipping purposes, and it became a bestseller.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Like that?
Deva,
Bubble wrap.
Kels,
Bubble wrap.
Twy.
Bubble wrap.
And Andy.
Bubble wrap.
It is bubble wrap. I can't imagine.
Neither one of them had children.
I can't imagine wanting to have something like that as wallpaper, but apparently
It'd be great once.
Question 4. What infomercial bestseller was invented by a carpenter who was inspired after using a shop vacuum to remove sawdust from his hair?
Locked in.
What?
Hey, Andy and I thought the same thing.
Yeah. I really wanted this product. I
I
thought
kind of did too.
I thought this would be a way to save money and nobody would know.
Oh, locked in.
Like that.
Kels, whenever you're ready, go ahead and shout out your answer.
Shake weight.
Twy,
The Floby.
Andy,
The Flowbee.
and Davo.
The Flowbee.
Correct answer is the Flowbee,
The hell was
which
that?
you can still purchase today if you wanted to. All right, at the end of category 4, Kels has 110, Davo 120, Andy 125, and Twy 130.
Woo.
So let us move on to category 5, which is movies.
Maybe.
Question 1. In an example of poor translation, this horror film was released as Captain Supermarket in Japan. The movie poster is even more baffling as it shows cans of soup, a nod to the lead actor. For 5 points each, what is the name of the actor and what horror franchise is the film a part of?
Locked in.
Captain Supermarket?
Yes.
Locked in.
Okay. All right, I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Andy?
For the artist, all I can think of associated with Kansas Soup is Andy Warhol, of course. And I think there's some connection with Andy Warhol and Night of the Living Dead, but I might be way wrong.
Okay. Davo?
The Child's Play and Chucky. Thinking Chunky Soup.
Ooh.
Let's see what you did there.
Oh.
Kels?
I said Bruce Campbell and Evil Dead.
Oh.
Twy?
Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street.
The correct answer is Bruce Campbell. And
Oh.
the movie specifically was the third one, the
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness, yeah. And so Captain Supermarket is because, of course, Bruce Campbell worked at the S-Mart. Shop
S-Mart.
Smart. Shop S-Mart.
Shop S-Mart.
So you've seen it.
I'm familiar with it, yeah. Question 2. What 1988 film was Roger Ebert referring to when he quipped, "It is some kind of commentary on the decivilizing 80s that Stiller and Devine and Bono and Harry, who would have qualified as sideshow exhibits in the real 60s, look in the context of this movie like plausible parents."
Locked in.
Mm,
Can I get 2 bonus points because Chunky Soup is a Campbell's product?
But the movie was Chucky. And I was looking for the name of the actor, and you neglected to give me the name of the actor.
So what you're saying is I was totally off base.
Yes.
Gotcha.
If you were Twy, we could talk.
Locked in.
Locked in. I have no clue.
Okay. So we'll start with Davo.
I believe this is Hairspray.
Kels.
I said Hairspray.
Twy.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Andy.
See, I have Hairspray on my paper, but I don't remember Bono being in Hairspray.
Bono.
Bono.
Sonny
Sonny
Bono.
Bono.
Mm.
I think I
That's why I
accident-
hesitated for so long.
I think I accidentally said Bono at first, and then I
Okay.
think I corrected it to Bono. All right. Question 3. Seen on Reddit, what 1980 film is being referred to in the following post? Seems really fake. It's hard to believe that a hotel that size in Colorado would close in the winter with all the skiing business.
Locked in.
Ready.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Andy feels about it.
Kels,
The Shining.
Twy,
The Shining.
Andy,
The Shining.
and Devo.
The Shining.
Why was it closed?
The snow got too bad.
The mountain pass became impassable to get to the lodge.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. The correct answer is The Shining. Question 4. In response to Paul Rubin's death in July 2023, what landmark posted this message on their social media site? Since 1985, not a day has passed without visitors consistently inquiring about the location of the basement.
Locked in. Oh man, y'all with this movie. I thought we'd do it in unison.
I don't know why I thought this, but I'm going with it. Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Okay, we'll start with Twy.
Mount Rushmore.
Andy,
It's the Alamo, isn't it? I think.
Devo,
I also said Mount Rushmore.
Kels.
It's the Alamo.
Do you guys know who Paul Rubens is?
Yeah, it's
Pee-wee
Pee Wee
Herman.
Herman.
He was Big Adventure.
Yeah.
I think I saw that once.
I've never
It's
seen
been a
it.
long time since I've seen it. I'm really struggling. He was looking for his bike, right? And the bike was supposed to be in the basement of the Alamo.
Oh God. Okay.
I mean, it's a Pee Wee Herman movie. All right. So scores at the end of category 5, we've got Devo and Twy with 140, Kels 150, and Andy pulls ahead with 155.
Oh.
So let's move on to advertisements.
Advertisements.
Question 1. What former politician's picture was used by a Maryland brewery in their beer ad along with the phrase, "Crack one open, DC"?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I
I want one of these now.
This is so wrong.
Yet totally on point.
Thank you. Thank you, childhood of the 90s, for catching references. I like that.
Oh, locked in.
There you go.
You were there.
Twy. There it is.
You were there. You remember that.
You were close.
Forget about him.
All right. We'll start with Devo.
Marion Barry.
Kels,
Marion Barry.
Twy,
Marion Barry.
and Andy.
Marion Barry.
It is Marion Barry, former mayor of DC,
Hmm.
who had a little bit of a crack problem.
But reelected.
Yeah, wasn't
he
he
was
in a
elected
room?
twice.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
Was it after he was caught
After
on
the-
video
after he was busted.
smoking crack? Was there
Yes.
a prostitute in the room with him?
I believe
I
so.
think
I
so.
believe so.
Something
You
like
can't not buy crack without a prostitute. I mean, that's just
It's,
Part of
That's
the
like
night.
that's like getting a 2-piece from Popeyes without a
it's cheaper to
biscuit.
get.
Right.
It's cheaper to get the meal. Than,
It is. You might as well upsize that.
It's cheaper to get the meal.
It's cheaper to get the meal.
Question 2. What 7'1" basketball player was criticized after appearing in a 2013 car commercial when he commented on its full-size luxury? One tweet stated, "You in that Buick commercial, you know you don't fit in that Buick."
Locked in.
Locked in.
It's like, just lie to me, Buick. Just lie to me.
Yeah.
Tell me he fits in.
locked in.
I've been in one.
Yeah.
Locked
I
in?
barely fit in it. I'm a standard sized human.
You're a what? Size?
Standard sized human regarding height.
No. No. All right. Kels.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's why.
Shaq.
Andy?
I went with LeBron James.
Not 7'1".
He's not.
I don't
7'1".
know. I don't know. He's a big man.
He's a very big man, but he ain't 7'1" big. He ain't Shaq big. Tell you that.
Honestly,
right now.
anything past 6'5", that's just ridiculous.
If you're taller than Steph Curry, it's ridiculous.
It's like the temperature outside. Once it gets below 0, it doesn't matter if it's 10 below or 15 below. It's just damn cold.
It's just cold.
Question 3. Whose memorable appearance as host and musical performer on SNL in May of 1983 featured a parody ad for Canon AE1 cameras, stating that it was so simple, even he could use it?
Locked in.
Of course, if it's a chestnut from Saturday Night Live, you're gonna get it.
83.
I will say that. I will say this. You can figure this out.
I'll even.
Okay.
If you don't know what the ad is, you can figure it out.
I have an easy mode for you too.
Well, I'll
Easy
use that
mode.
easy mode.
I'll take the easy mode too.
Okay. So everybody wants the easy mode except Andy. The easy mode is he ended that show by jokingly threatening Eddie Murphy to stop imitating him.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
That pisses me off. That pisses me off. I'm like,
I
dude,
remember the ad.
damn
I
it.
don't know who he imitated.
It makes so much sense.
Oh, got it.
There you go.
Locked in.
Once you got it, there's
It was Gumby, Dave. It was Gumby, damn
It's gonna be damn
it.
I just heard him singing 3 times a lady, and I knew that wasn't right.
Tons.
Nice.
Twy,
Stevie Wonder.
Andy,
Stevie Wonder.
Dave,
Stevie Wonder.
and Kels.
Stevie Wonder.
Correct answer is Little Stevie. You can see that joke parody ad on YouTube, and it's pretty funny. He is unable to keep the target in the frame. Question 4. What cigarette brand did Philip Morris release in 1924 to appeal to women? Company representatives held classes to show inexperienced women how to smoke, and the ads displayed they displayed ads depicting women with the red lipstick and the slogan "Ivory Tips Protect the Lips."
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh my God.
Okay. Kels,
I said Virginia Slims.
Twy,
Virginia Slims.
Andy,
Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Deva.
The Marlboro Man, and let's show the ladies how to smoke this. They're Virginia Slims.
The correct answer is, of course, Marlboro.
What?
Is it really?
They had filters. They weren't manly. They weren't manly in the slightest. They had filters.
And the filters were
Oh.
red because then you would your lipstick wouldn't show up on the
Oh,
cigarette.
crap, I didn't know that.
blend
I
in.
didn't know that.
Me either.
Wow.
It wasn't until like after World War II, I think, that they started losing sales among women, and so they changed marketing and turned it into a masculine brand by introducing the Marlboro Man.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It was originally a woman's cigarette.
No kidding. Man, those things
Exclusive
are
for women.
rough.
One of the greatest rebrandings in American marketing history.
No kidding.
At the end of category 6, we have Devo and Twy tied at 165, Kells 175, Andy 185.
Luckily, I know smoking and television.
Sudden death.
I didn't think of one. What was I thinking?
Oh, I see what you did there. That was actually clever.
Very good. Wow.
Wow. The way you can just tuck in some shame under the compliment.
I mean, nobody really expects you to be that clever, so
Okay.
it's nice when you are.
Thanks.
I don't. Sometimes I don't know what I said wrong.
Flat.
Smack.
All right. Tonight's sudden death category is bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
Question 1.
Question 1. Who did Andy take to prom?
No, we don't want to shame that poor girl.
Bonus
I will
points
be
for her
cutting
home
that part out.
address.
She has suffered enough.
Question 1. At what fast food restaurant did University of Kansas defensive end Deion Rayford get arrested after he got wedged in the drive-through window? He was outraged that the employees forgot his chalupa.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Where did you go to school, David?
Yeah, that's where I went to school. Rock Chalk, baby.
How did he get wedged?
He's a big man.
He's a defensive end. I mean,
He's
if
a
you're
big
gonna-
man. I mean, those windows only open halfway. You know, they aren't designed for 290 pounds of angry man.
Kels,
It's a Taco Bell.
Deva,
Taco Bell.
Andy,
Taco Bell.
and Twy
Taco Bell.
is, of course, the home of the chalupa, Taco Bell.
Nowadays, they're mad because those chalupas are like $7. I ain't paying $7 for a chalupa.
Well, how are you eating?
I'm eating at home. I eat at home.
We got chalupas at home.
DoorDash them. They're $15.
What voice is this exactly
I
that
don't
we're working
know.
with?
It's just generic white guy outrage, I think.
90s white guy outrage. That's it.
Question 2. On July 11th, 1920, Charles Stevens, a.k.a. the Demon Barber of Bedminster, is credited to be the first person to die in a barrel attempting what stunt?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked
Demon.
in.
Barber? That guy rolls hard.
Deva,
Go over Niagara Falls.
Andy,
To go over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Twy,
Go over Niagara Falls.
and Kels.
Go over Niagara Falls.
So this guy, he was actually a barber and wasn't doing very well in the 20s, in the teens. So he decided that he would become a daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
And even though a couple of people had already successfully done the barrel thing over Niagara Falls, which was the correct answer, he decided to do it himself. His special invention, he decided he needed ballast in his barrel.
Sure.
So he put an anvil in the barrel with him.
Mhm.
For
And
loading.
for some reason thought the best way to handle the anvil was to strap it to his feet.
Are you
What?
absolutely
Wait,
kidding
what?
right now?
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him. They found his arm and buried it in the cemetery, but that's the only part of him that was ever discovered.
They found his arm.
He strapped it to his feet.
The
Wow.
anvil, yes, inside the barrel.
But his nephew, who was working on these parachute outfits, was inspired. Inspired by his bravery.
His nephew.
His nephew.
Question 3. What talk show presenter got his nose broken by a flying chair during the taping of his episode Young Hate Mongers? Critics said he may have deserved the injury when he invited a white supremacist and a civil rights activist on the same show.
Oh my goodness.
Locked in.
Andy,
Geraldo.
Twy,
Geraldo.
Kels,
Geraldo.
and Deva.
Geraldo.
It is Geraldo Rivera. Question 4. In 2018, Scarlett Johansson shocked attendees at the Met Gala when she wore a dress designed by the fashion house Marchesa. This was due to Marchesa founder Georgina Chapman being the ex-wife of what notorious film producer?
Locked in.
I am gonna have.
Yeah, I was about to say it's so many. I'm like that.
I'm locked in.
Okay. We'll start with Twy.
Harvey Weinstein.
Kels.
So Harvey Weinstein.
Deva.
Weinstein.
And Andy.
I punted. I don't have anything.
Oh.
I know I can't punt in sudden death. I just drew total blank.
The correct answer is Harvey Weinstein.
That's embarrassing.
Especially after this, when you find out what this next one is.
Oh,
Question
I was
5.
winning.
What founding father, acclaimed for his pamphlets, would later be hated after publishing criticism on religion and George Washington? His obituary read, "He had lived long, did some good and much harm."
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Kels.
Thomas Paine.
Deva.
Pain.
And Twy.
Thomas Paine.
Correct answer is Thomas Paine. Question 6. What politician was the center of a scandal known as Partygate when it was revealed that he hosted Yuletide parties at his 10 Downing Street residence in December 2020, violating the very coronavirus quarantine that he had approved?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh God.
What a maroon.
I
What
can
an
see his
imbecile.
face.
An ignoramus.
Locked in.
Deva.
Boris Johnson.
Twy.
Johnson.
Kels.
Boris Johnson.
It is indeed Bojo.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody ever called him Bojo, but they really should have.
You should have called. Yeah, he did Bojo.
Question 7. In a bid to boost attendance, the White Sox plan to blow up music records of what genre between games of a doubleheader at Comiskey Park? On July 12, 1979, over 50,000 attendees hurled records and rioted onto the field, resulting in property damage and the cancellation of the final game.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
So what music genre? Twy.
Disco.
Kels.
Disco.
Deva.
Disco.
It is, of course, disco.
I thought this was also a night they sold beer for like a penny.
Yeah, it was cheap beer night too.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought you were. Isn't that a different? Isn't that Cleveland?
Or is that
had
Cleveland?
Yeah,
Did Cleveland have the
had
penny beers?
beer night that went awry. Chicago had the disco night that went awry.
Yeah, okay. I knew it was a Midwest baseball team with a bad idea.
The anger issues.
Question 8. In a zany pitch to gain statehood for the island of Mussylvania, Jay Ward, the creator of Rocky and Bullwinkle, arrived at the White House on October 27, 1962, to meet with President Kennedy. His scheme was poorly received as the president was busy dealing with what event?
This is killing me.
Locked in. I know this is
right,
hurting
Andy.
you.
This is so you right now. And this dude got a meeting with the president.
No.
Locked in.
Kels.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Deva.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Twy.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Andy, do you want to tell him the correct answer?
It is the Cuban Missile Crisis.
It is the
Yeah,
Cuban
yeah.
Missile.
Oh, I was about to say. I was at the Bay of Pigs.
No, and he showed up unannounced without an appointment or anything, and obviously did not get anywhere near the president because he was
Okay.
dealing with other shit.
Possible Armageddon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Question 9. What Louisiana-based televangelist gave his I Have Sinned speech on February 21st, 1988, after he was caught engaging in sexual acts with prostitutes?
That's so funny. So funny. Locked in.
All of these.
I know.
This is why you swear, Davo.
Yes.
Now I get it. This is where, yeah, I want to swear.
This is where it comes in.
So mad right now. I was winning in sudden death, and I'd get every one of these.
Andy even knows
Locked
who this
in?
guy's cousin is.
Oh, right.
I don't. There's one name came to mind. Pretty.
It's not Mo Green.
Yeah, I got it. I don't think I got this one. I'm locked in.
Devo?
Swaggart.
Twy?
Jimmy Swaggart.
And Kels.
Jim Baker.
Ooh,
Oh,
wrong
it
Jimmy.
is Jimmy Swaggart.
I just looked up a picture of his face. I've seen this image, but I
I
don't know who
have
this
sinned
was.
against you.
Question 10. What is the name of the reclusive tribe that killed missionary John Allen Chow in 2018? Chow had apparently not been deterred in an earlier visit to their island when he noticed tribe members pointing bows and arrows at his canoe. You can tell me the tribe or the island.
I
He was
don't know. I don't know this.
I would have been out here too, unless it's Monster Island.
Deterred by the giant moth and the little tiny girls.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, I got nothing, Twy. Do you have anything on this at all?
Nope.
Do you
Yeah, let me
remember
think
the incident?
I remember
Vaguely.
I
Vaguely.
vaguely remember this, but I don't know.
It was
All
the North Sentinel Island. They were the Sentinelese tribe.
Mm.
I was going to say the choo-choos for all my Lovecraft fans out there. Huh? Yeah? All you? You in the back? I see you.
Oh, your hand's not up? Okay.
Okay. I know
You're
it's you.
stretching? You're
I see that.
stretching?
No.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. So we have a very interesting situation right now. Andy, of course, is dead last.
Thanks. From first to last.
First to last,
Happened
yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, I mean, in a spectacular way.
Well,
However, everybody else has 255 points.
Really?
Yeah. So it is a 3-way tie. So I'm wondering what we should do about this. Why don't we end the show with a 3-way tie?
Toy Story 3 ending. Yes.
Yeah, all hold hands.
everybody wins.
That's Andy.
Oh.
Andy
Is that our
not
first
so.
3-way tie ever?
It might be.
Wow.
I mean, I can, if you want to wait, I can go through every single score from the previous
No, that's fine.
200
Yeah,
and some
apparently
odd
we have time.
episodes. And
No, that's good. That's good. I just was so curious about what part of Brain Ladle history that we, sans Andy, were involved in.
Mhm. Well, no, he was involved in it because if I
It could have been Allison or Macy.
it could have been a 4-way tie if he had, not blown it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get this every show, man. You gotta
This-
get used to it.
This
Thick
would get
skin,
somebody
my
to
man.
swearing a lot. Yeah, I can see where you lose.
Well, thank you, Bettina, for an excellent show. We always love it when you send in quizzes, and we rarely have sequel quizzes, so I think that's pretty cool. And if anybody out there would like to send us a quiz or a question, or has a question, or just wants to get in touch, send it to Neil@brainladle.com, and we will look it over, and the quiz will likely be in a future episode. So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, I am your MC Davo with Kells.
Hillary Banks, will you marry?
Andy.
So long, ladle brainers.
Twy.
Bye.
Oh my God. I was I was braced and everything.
I know.
I'm playing checkers and you're playing chess. What the heck?
You got caught with 2 off speeds tonight.
I did. I was just looking at it, walk back to the dugout with my head down. And the Sensei Neil.
So I don't actually know what tonight's outro is going to be. LB told me he was going to handle it. So apparently he contacted one of you guys and worked out the details. So I'm just going to play the play the file that he gave me.
Very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Very superstitious. Ladder is about to fall. 13-month-old baby. Broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. The good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way.
Stevie Wonder, everybody.
Hey.
I've never known all of the words until right now.
Yeah, I guess I didn't either, Kels.
I like the way he
The
sounded
whole
very
baby
angry.
part was like, what?
He sounded very angry when he said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was- that's some
13-month-old
sauce on
baby.
it. Broke the looking glass.
Signing off.
Your lyric box is smack.
The rest of the team wanted me to come up with something clever for a promo, but I hate doing crap like that. So join our Patreon if you want or not, whatever.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's showtime.
I'm sorry. I was expecting something much funnier.
I was expecting Bad Boys.
You
So I was
everybody
prepped.
know.
I was prepped for. I'm sorry. That I was expecting something else.
I didn't bring my A game. That's on me.
Wow.
That's on me.
Damn, Andy.
You might as well have
Should-
just pointed your finger at me. Come on, man.
We have standards here, damn it, Andy.
Yeah.
The red light is on.
And big old tit.
Now we're talking.
Nothing but class.
I'm telling you. Hello. And welcome.
I wasn't ready yet.
We need that one. We need the warm-up comic, and then we get into the show.
You can't bring out that quote and then just walk away with it.
Okay.
You bring that out, then you just get to the show. No. All right,
Okay.
now I'm ready.
Franz Reichelt invented a parachute suit in the hopes of saving pilots' lives. Despite testing the suit on mannequins and watching each smack into the ground, he still thought it would be a good idea.
Hold on. You get smacked so hard. Watching them smack into the ground.
The delivery was perfect.
Emphasis. So
That
good.
was an emphasis.
I ruined it. I'm sorry. It was so good.
Can I finish the question?
No, you can't.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
I need a towel. I'm sweating.
That was the funniest
gosh.
thing you've ever said.
Oh.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I don't even know what I said that was so funny.
Smack
It wasn't-
into the
Just the way you said
Smack.
smack.
Imagine each
so
one
good.
smack into the
It was so good.
Down. I immediately forgot everything you said before that point.
Yep.
So-
I mean,
Yep.
the funny thing, you
I remember
haven't even,
parachute. And that's it.
we haven't even gotten to the funny part of the question.
There's a funnier part.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm in control of my faculties again.
And your bladder.
All right.
Thank you for that. Truly.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, so I'm going to start this question over because we had you guys interrupted me partway through because apparently I said something funny.
Let's listen to the back end of the episode. 17 minutes of us just laughing our ass off.
I just clip the whole thing and we'll put it on Patreon.
There you go. It's one long laugh track.
Yeah.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.
Sure, come get this baby.